What's up, everyone? This is Zelda Destroyer 229, and welcome to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Wake up, Link.
The winner of the 2,000 subscriber special. This game was originally released for the Nintendo Switch and the Wii U in 2017. And again, I'd like to reiterate, the winner of the 2,000 subscriber special. Now, I will say right now that since you've already noticed this in the title description, that this isn't a blind Let's Play. I have played through Breath of the Wild in the past. Granted, it has been quite some time, so while this may not necessarily be a blind run-through, this isn't exactly an experienced run by any means as well. I do kind of have an idea as to where it is that I want to go, and what exactly that I want to do. But I'll get into that a little bit more once we leave this place. So, we can move around. There's not really a whole lot we can do. We can access this. Also, definitively shown that this is indeed the Wii U version. Why the Wii U version and not the Switch? Well, I bought the Wii U version day one, but I didn't get my Switch day one. I didn't get my Switch until, like, Splatoon 2 came out. So, yeah, since I have this game for Wii U, we're playing the Wii U version, since most people are probably played this game on Switch.
That is a Sheikah slate. Take it. It will help guide you after your long slumber.
Well, alright then. A gamepad! I always just found it's really interesting that it is just literally the gamepad, even though they made this a cross-platform release. I guess if you think about it, the Sheikah Slate could also just be the Switch in handheld mode. Anyway, not important right now. What is important is the fact that we've got these chests right here. With a shirt. Cool, so now we won't be running around in our underwear for the entire game. But we've also got, ow, some pants. Okay, so we could just use minus to access the map, but we really need to go into our inventory. So, go ahead and equip our shirt and our pants. Not really a lot defensively, but whatever. We'll get better stuff later. At any rate, only way to open this is to interact with this.
Slate up to the pedestal. That will show you the way.
Alright, mysterious voice. Oh god, it's so bright! Did I sleep in again?
Link, you are the light. Our light. That must shine upon Hyrule once again. Now go.
Well, that's our way out of here. And a few other things of note. X to jump, and B to run. And we just climb automatically. So welcome to the Great Plateau, our basic tutorial area for the game before it very much opens up to us. Now, since we're out of the Shrine of Resurrection, a few things. First off, since this game isn't obviously blind, what exactly is the purpose? Is it just a regular run-through? Is it 100%? What exactly is going to be the overall goal? And the goal is not gonna be 100%. And the only reason why I say that is due to two words. Korok seeds. I will not be getting every single Korok seed in the game. It is not really necessary, and the reward is absolute garbage. However, aside from the Korok seeds, I will try my best to try to do every single quest, and more importantly, try to do every single shrine in the game. Not everything is going to be done the first time I reach an area. There's obviously going to be a lot of backtracking, since that's the nature of an open world game such as this. But I would like to at least do all the quests and all of the, well, shrines. I will also say that while I was setting up for this, I had completely forgotten that I had bought the DLC for this game. So that's cool. I will say that when this game first came out, there was any number of different things that were coming out at the same time. Like, before this game came out, Dragon Quest VIII came out for the 3DS. So I was playing that for a little bit. Then this game came out about a month later. And then the month after that, Persona 5 came out. Also, some Hylian shrooms. So yeah, I spent a lot of time playing this and then kind of just stopped playing once Persona 5 came out. And then I only went back about a year later.
Link. Head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
But I don't wanna. So anyway, our current destination is to reach here. Thankfully though, that is already on the map. So yeah, Persona 5 came out and I basically just kind of stopped playing this game. I went back to it over a year later just so I could finish it. But, yeah. I completely forgot I'd even bought the DLC, so DLC stuff will be completely new to me. But until then, we've got a lot of things to try to do. I suppose another thing is the fact that there are various things that you can do with the Sheikah Slate. Some optional stuff that isn't really necessary, I'll probably be ignoring. Like, for example, pictures. You can take pictures of various different wildlife and items and whatever. There's not really a big reason to do so. Okay, so basically if you hold down the D-pad, you can then just quickly select a weapon. So, yeah. I completely lost my train of thought right there. Yeah, I completely lost my train of thought. Anyway, I do kind of have an idea as to where exactly I want to go for, like, main quest stuff. But there'll be a lot of time for just screwing around, exploring, and doing various other side activities, such as shrines and side quests. But anyway, now that we've gotten everything situated, let's go ahead. I got an apple. Come on, Link. Grab the other apple. Darn it. Whatever. Not important. There's an old guy right here, though. Ho ho. Well met, stranger. It's rather unusual to see another soul in these parts. Who the heck are you? Me? I'll spare you my life story. I'm just an old fool who's lived here alone for quite some time now. What brings a bright-eyed young man like you to a place like this? Can you say where we're at? Answering a question with a question. That's fair enough. As I cannot imagine our meeting to be a simple coincidence, I shall tell you. This is the Great Plateau. According to legend, this is the birthplace of the entire Kingdom of Hyrule. That temple there. Long ago, it was the site of many sacred ceremonies. Ever since the decline of the kingdom 100 years ago, it has sat abandoned in a state of decay. Yet another forgotten entity, a mere ghost of its former self. I shall be here for some time. Please let me know if I may be of service. Sure. What were you doing? I'm relaxing by the fireside, of course. Although I need to cook myself another baked apple at some point. Simple foods such as apples are fine to eat raw, but roasting them on a fire makes them tastier and more nutritious. Cool, cooking mechanics. Baked apple! I beg your pardon? I do believe that is my baked apple. You can't just go about taking whatever you please. Forgive me, I could not resist pulling your leg. Please help yourself. An apple and an open flame make for a succulent treat. So yes, there are different interactions that we can have with various items that can either change or destroy them. For example, if we just hold our apple here and just kind of drop it, it kind of cooks. And then it's on fire. And then it becomes a baked apple. Some things can be changed via just putting them by fire or any other elements. But usually if you're wanting to cook, you're gonna want to have like a cooking pot or something. Also, before I forget, a torch! Well then, just help yourself to that torch there. And how, may I ask, are you planning to use it? To set things on fire. That is rather unnerving. Please be cautious with that around any dry grasses that might catch fire. You know, there are plenty of monsters in this area. That torch would make a good weapon if need be. However, do not swing it around without purpose. You must face your opponents and lock your sights on them. So, lock on is ZL. So without anything to target, it just kind of allows us to strafe about a bit. But anyway, got a fire pile right here. A woodcutter's axe, which is good for chopping down trees. Not really a good weapon, though. Yeah, I've still got my regular tree branch right here. Yeah, right now, there's not really a whole lot that we can do. Aside from just gathering supplies. Damn it. But at any rate, our main goal is to head on over to that marker over there. Before we do that, though, what we want to do is look over this ledge and... Geronimo! The first of many Koroks. Huh? You're not Hetsu. But you can see me? I didn't know your kind could see the children of the forest. Well, if you run into Hetsu, please return this to him. And we get a Korok seed. Hooray! Has a distinct smell. If you gather a bunch of them, you never know what may happen. Oh, and my friends are hiding in lots of different places too. Don't be shy about poking your nose in suspicious places. So, yeah. Thing with the Koroks. They are very helpful to actually interact with and gather those seeds. However, there are literally hundreds of them, and you don't need to go and get every single one of them. So, I don't really care to get all of them. That's the one thing I will not try to do 100%. But anyway, we get the Rusty Broadsword. And we can also throw weapons by using R. I mean, you'd think that this would be like the site of the Master Sword or something, but no. No, it's not. You also gotta be kind of careful. If you run out of stamina while you're treading water, then you'll drown, and you'll have to restart at a different point, while also losing some health. Also, recovering health is a bit more complicated, since there aren't just hearts scattered about. You're gonna have to get food, which was what I was doing earlier. But we have made it at the Temple of Time. Some vicious creature right here with a spring. Don't think there's anywhere we could specifically go to at the moment. No, it doesn't hurt to just kind of check around for a little bit. Yeah, I don't think the Temple of Time actually has anything for us at the moment. So what we're going to be doing instead is just kind of heading on over to our main destination, which is over there. But if you saw that red blob over there, it's an enemy. Aha! Grab the club, and then beat him to death with his own club. So bokoblins, your basic grunt enemies. They also leave stuff behind, which can be useful for making other things later. Got a tooth, we got a fang. Not really anything to cook with, although you certainly can try. But generally good for like making potions or trading and selling and whatnot. Anyway, we also have a chest with better pants. Cool. Not really a whole lot different, but at least we have slightly better armor. Cool. Okay. So, if we just kind of keep looking around, our main destination is out over this way. There's some bokoblins over there. Oh, and we also have a skull structure. Those are places where bokoblins love to hang out. That is some place that we're going to want to avoid for the time being. since we really don't have anything good. Like, we just woke up from goodness knows how long in a crazy place, and everything is out to try to murder us except that old guy. However, there are sometimes you see rocks in precarious places. Go ahead and push them. Well, I got one of them. Will I get the other? Darn it, he moved. Sup? Thankfully, these Poco clubs are at least kind of decent in terms of early game weapons. Weapons can break. We have seen that happen with the tree branch that we were using initially. Tree branches aren't really all that durable, but these clubs are. So, until we get better stuff, we're just going to keep on using them. And having spare weapons is nice because you can't really combine items with anything. So, yeah, a little bit of a problem. But there's plenty of weapons that you can use, so having weapons break isn't really much of a bad thing. However, I'm just gonna bypass him. Not really a need to fight everything that I come across. And get up all the way over here. We have the top of something. Ha! Losers. So yeah, you don't necessarily need to fight anything. The game is pretty open as to where you can go. Darn it. Give me your shield! And a sword! A traveler's sword! And a shield! Not really all that great, but we can use shields to help defend ourselves. So, same button to lock on, raises up your shield. But now we got a 6 sword. I'm going to... Actually, the rusty broadsword wouldn't be bad. But different weapons do have different swinging capabilities. So, like the broadsword... Actually, the broadsword's not all that bad. There are, like, heavy weapons, like the woodcutter's axe. Super slow. Usually deal a lot of damage, though. But since we're just fighting bokoblins, it's not really that big of a deal. But this is where we needed to go. My head. So welcome to the Great Plateau Tower. Neat.
Try to remember. You have been asleep for the past 100 years. The beast. When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end. Now then, you must hurry, Link. Before it's too late.
Alright, so we at least opened up these towers. And now there are various towers scattered throughout the land. So this is basically how we're going to be able to, well, unlock various areas around the map. So by reaching this tower, we've seen all the different areas that are in the nearby vicinity. So we have the Shrine of Resurrection, which any shrine or tower will allow us to fast travel to it, as long as we've been there previously. However, Hyrule's a pretty damn big place, and each of these different areas gets filled in wherever we reach a tower in that region. Each region has, I believe, one tower. So those are mostly the focal points that you're going to want to focus in on first when you're venturing out into a new area. I mean, we can see a few of them from here, so they're pretty easy to spot. However... Oh, nope. Don't want to throw that. There is a way that you can scan in, but I don't think we have that ability yet. Where we could basically... Thought I heard something. Basically, we can scan in the... We can scan a place and be able to set a marker. And we've also got various shrines like the one down there. However, we need to get down from here. And jumping off is suicidal. So we are going to just lower ourselves down. Thankfully, with these convenient steps, not all towers are going to be that easy to traverse through. Some of them are actually a pain in the ass. But, at the very least... Hey, it's the old man. My, it would seem we have quite the enigma here. This tower and others just like it have erupted across the land, one after another. It is almost as though a long-dormant power has awoken quite suddenly. If you do not mind me asking, did anything odd occur while you were atop that tower? Well, yeah, I heard a voice. Young woman. Well now, a voice you say? And did you happen to recognize this mysterious voice? Nope. I see. Well, that is unfortunate. I assume you caught sight of that atrocity enshrouding the castle. That is Calamity Ganon. 100 years ago, that vile entity brought the Kingdom of Hyrule to ruin. It appeared suddenly and destroyed everything in its path. So many innocent lives were lost in its wake. For a century, the very symbol of our kingdom, Hyrule Castle, has managed to contain that evil. But just barely. There it festers, building its strength for the moment it will unleash its blight upon the land once again. It would appear that moment is fast approaching.
Ooh.
I must ask you, courageous one, do you intend to make your way to the castle? I mean, eventually. I had a feeling you would say that. Here on this isolated plateau, we are surrounded on all sides by steep cliffs, with no way down. If you were to try to jump off, well, no death could be more certain, or more foolish. Of course, if you had a paraglider like mine, that would be quite another story. Paraglider? Oh, piqued your interest, have I? Yes, I didn't come soaring down here on my own feathery wings, you know. Worry not, I will happily agree to give you my paraglider. But, not for nothing. Let's see now. How about I trade it for a bit of treasure that slumbers nearby? And we can access our quest by hitting plus. Come, let me show you something. So basically by hitting plus, we can immediately go to our quest log. So we can see just the main quest as well as a few other types of quests, as well as memory logs. Memory logs will be important later. Don't worry about it for right now. For now, let's just follow the old man. So, how have you been? You good? Ooh. Do you see that structure there? The one shining with a strange light? It began glowing at the exact moment those towers rose up from the ground. I would think such a place might house some sort of treasure, wouldn't you? Treasure for the paraglider. A fair exchange, I believe. Alright, simple enough. All we have to do is to head on into that structure. I did also say what it was. That is basically a shrine. There are a lot of them throughout the game, and we will be trying to do every single one of them. Obviously, if I miss any sort of shrines, like I walk past one, I will eventually resort to using a guide. But I'm mostly going to try to just explore things on my own for as long as I can. If it seems like that progress is kind of winding down, then I might go to various areas and try to do all the shrines that are associated there. But until then, we'll just kind of play this by ear. There's not a huge structure that I kind of intend for this to go, except kind of where I want to go with main quest lines, since even the main quest has some branching paths you can go on. And basically kind of do things in any given order that you want, once you reach a certain point. But, aside from that, Oman Anu. Aside from that, well, we're just gonna play this by ear. Also, since I have DLC stuff, an EX chest. Oh, sweet, a ruby. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure where all these extra things are. There is also various other bonuses that I can show off, but we'll show that off once we leave the Great Plateau. So, now that we have reached this shrine, you can see that it is mostly blue, except at the top. This lets you know your progress throughout various shrines. If it's all yellow, that means you haven't even reached it. When it's blue, it means you have reached it but have not completed it. As long as this bottom portion is blue, you can fast travel to it. Once everything is blue, then that means you're completely done within that particular shrine. And of course, with loading screen, you can see various things here. Various hints and your current progress. To you who sets foot in the shrine, I am Oman Al. In the name of the goddess Hylia, I offer this challenge. So, every shrine has its own particular challenge that you need to accomplish. Sometimes the challenge is just reaching it. Other times it's full of puzzles, sometimes they're combat challenges. They all are different in a particular way, and some are a lot harder to do than others. For the ones on the Great Plateau, though, there's also these structures. The Great Plateau Shrine has several runes for you to use. These are various powers that we will very much use throughout the majority of the game, whether it's throughout traversing Hyrule or needing to accomplish these throughout various shrines. So now we got the Magnesis rune. So to use it, we just press L. So whichever rune is activated, that will be the one that L can use. And if you press up, you can switch between the various runes. We only have Magnesis right now, so don't really much worry about it otherwise. And so we can push it, pull it, and move it around. Wiggly, 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 wiggly. Alright, so the point of that is so that way we can get access to this area down here. I'm keeping an eye out on the water because there are various treasures that can be found within the shrines themselves. So, it's always good to just kind of be on the lookout for any spare chests. Got a box right here, and thankfully we can also move while Magnesis is going. So, we can just kind of push these all out. Pull that, and there we go. I'm wondering... Ah. Darn it. There we go. There are also sometimes enemies in these random shrines. I'm not seeing... any chests up there, so not gonna worry too much about it. Yeah, so... basic enemy. Damn it. And into the water it goes. And it has some various machinery here. A spring and a... I forget what else we picked up. A screw. Okay, so overall, not too bad. But then we have this metal thing right here, the slab. So we just pick it up and put it down right here. I mean, that sort of works. That wasn't quite what I wanted to do, but you know what? It'll get the job done. Okay, kind of pulled the doors wide open, and as a result, we have now reached the central chamber of the shrine. You have proven to possess the resolve of a true hero. I am Oman Al, the creator of this trial. I am a humble monk, blessed with the sight of the goddess Hylia, and dedicated to helping those who seek to defeat Ganon. With your arrival, my duty is now fulfilled. In the name of the goddess Hylia, allow me to bestow this gift upon you. Please accept this spirit orb. And now we have the spirit orb. So every shrine has an orb that you can get upon its completion. These orbs are how we're going to be able to upgrade Link. How? Well, we'll find out in due time. Also, by reaching the end, you do get your health restored. May the goddess smile upon you. So yeah, one of the few ways that you can just recover your health without needing to, like, eat or anything. Which is good, because I kind of took a few hits from the Bokoblin and the one mechanical monster thing.
Ho!
Look at me fly! It seems you have managed to get your hands on a spirit orb. Well done. How did you know? Clairvoyance! Or perhaps just something similar. As one gets older, it can become more difficult to see what is right before one's own eyes. However, that which was once hidden from view can often be crystal clear. But perhaps that's not true for everyone. The appearance of those towers and the awakening of the shrine. It is all connected to that Sheikah slate you carry on your hip there. Paraglider, please. No, I'm not gonna be rude. What do you mean?
Ooh.
It has been quite some time since I've seen that Sheikah slate. Long ago, a highly advanced tribe known as the Sheikah inhabited these lands. The great power of their wisdom served this kingdom time and time again. But their ancient technology disappeared long ago. Or so it is said. It is interesting, however, to think how something like that survived all this time, hidden away in a shrine. These shrines are tucked away in numerous places all across this land. On this plateau alone, I believe there are still 3 more. Bring me the treasure from each of those shrines, and I will give you my paraglider. That wasn't the deal! Oh? Well, I suppose I changed my mind. I'm sure that won't be a problem for a young go-getter like you. Since I'm feeling generous, I shall also teach you a trick to finding shrines. It's always best to survey the area by looking around from a high point. Now, let's see here. How about you make your way to the top of that tower again? Are you joking? I am afraid not, but do not worry. I have another little trick to share with you for your effort. Take a look at the map on your Sheikah slate.
Ooh.
See those blue icons? You should recognize the cave where you woke, the shrine you came from, and the tower. You can travel instantly to any of those places with the Sheikah slate. Or so I heard quite some time ago. I do not know if it actually works as such. So yes, the game basically telling you, hey, this is how you fast travel. You pull up your map, you click on a place. I could go the hero's path mode if I really wanted to. I think hero's path just shows me where I've been. Yeah, the hero's path is weird. Because I saw this as I was, like, getting all my DLC stuff. It basically shows you where you have traveled, like, the past 2,000 steps or so. So... kind of interesting. So, everywhere that I've just kind of been and kind of just... it just basically shows you where to go. I'm actually finding this quite entertaining. Okay, well, enough screwing around. Let's head back to the tower. How'd you beat me here, old man? I'm surprised it took you so long to catch up with an old man like me. How the heck did you... Leave an old man his secrets. Now then, I wanted you to join me up here so you could use this as a vantage point to search for shrines. Did you know about the scope on your Sheikah slate? Look through it, and you can stick a pin anywhere you'd like to mark on the map. So this is what I meant before. So to basically kind of put a little beacon, you just press down on the right stick.
Ooh.
The pins on your map serve as reference points for your travels. Just stick a pin anywhere you're interested in. How do you know about this? Experience, wisdom, instinct? Call it what you will and believe it only if you so please. Go ahead and take a look if you feel inclined to do so. So yes, so we can basically just take a look around the Great Plateau. And if we press down on the right stick, we basically pull out a map. Or not a map, kind of like a telescope, sort of. So we can kind of look around and just see where any of these different shrines are. There's one right... Yeah, that's just the Temple of Time. I believe that's one right there. Yeah, right at the edge of the plateau. And then there was the other one that I saw. Right over there. So that's two. There is a third one. I'm not... oh, there it is. Right there. So there we go. You can have 5 pins out at once. And these pins will also be on your map. So... once you basically put a pin in, you basically kind of know where it is that you're going. At least if you remember to put it there. So, is that it? Nope, he'll just kind of wish to... he'll give you some hints if you want to, but we've already got where all of our destinations are. And with that, we're gonna call it a day here. So, next time on Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. Why not? I can do the circles. Anyway, next time, we have 3 shrines that we need to get to. All at various different points around the plateau. So we've got here at the Eastern Abbey, right down here at the southernmost portion, and then right over here, north of Mount Hylia. The Great Plateau is actually rather extensive, so traveling to these places is actually going to take a decent amount of time. So we may actually be here on the Great Plateau for a little while longer. But we need to head to each of these shrines if we want to get that paraglider in order to safely get off of this plateau and explore Hyrule proper. So... we're off to the shrines. Until next time, everyone. Take care.